In this video, I'm gonna give you an introduction to Photoshop's interface, and you will get to know the interface better. So first window that pops up when you click on the Photoshop icon, it's this window, and you have the option to create a new file or open a file that you have already started working on it. So I'm gonna create a new, and you can see this window pops up and you have different options. You can like put the exact width and height for your workspace or the canvas that you open. You can have the orientation for landscape mode or portrait mode. You have the option to choose the resolution, but also here you can see the presets on top menu that you can choose from those as well. I recommend you to start your document with a resolution 300, which is the best resolution to print a file, and this is like pretty high resolution because Photoshop is a raster based software that we explained about, like the difference between vector and raster. So it's really important that you make the size of your document based on what you need from the beginning. So I'm going to create the document. So this is one option. The other one is to go to the file and open a document or open a recent document. So I'm gonna like choose the digital collage. This is a project that one of my former students created, Jazzy. So I'm gonna give you the tutorial based on this document. But now you know how to open a document or how to create a new document. So what you see here, now I'm gonna tell you different components or elements of the interface. The first thing that you need to know is the document window, which is like this window. This is the workspace that I am working in it. Another one, it's the left bar. It's called toolbar or toolbox. So this panel, this toolbar is the one that you have access to all your tools. The one on the right, it's called panel. So you have access to all panels through this window or this set of panels. Also, you see there are two different bars on top. The first one that you see the icon of the Photoshop and like other options, this is the main menu of the software, and the other bar or menu underneath it, it is called option bar. So it's really important to understand these basic aspects. So when I explain something or give you the tutorial, you won't be confused. This is the main menu. This is the option bar. This is toolbar or toolbox, and here are panels. So this is the default interface of the software that you see. But if you want to change the default interface based on the interface that you need, or if something happened, like you close some panels or windows accidentally and you want to access again to them, you can go to Window and you see the workspace option. Here you see the default or essential that I'm in it. Even if you close a window and if you want to reset your workspace, you have the option to reset essential. So it goes back to the default of the workspace that it was, okay, or it is. Also, you have options for other workspace so that it gives you other panels like 3D motion. So you need to make sure that, for example, if you go to the essential, the toolbar panel is different if you go to painting or motion. So it's important for two things. First of all, if you don't see a tool that I am using it or someone else using it and you look for that tool, there are two options to consider in order to find a tool or panel. One is that to go to the window workspace and find the right workspace. The other one is that in the window panel or menu, you can see all available windows in Photoshop. For example, you see like color is checked, layer is checked. If I uncheck it, Now you see I don't have access to the layer panel. And if I am looking for the layer panel, I can just like go and find the layer and check it. Some panels based on, again, different workspace are open by default, and some of them are not. So again, if you want to have access to any panel, just like go and open it from the window or change your workspace. The other thing is that option bar works based on the tool that you choose. Right now you see the brush is highlighted from the side toolbar. So it means options that I see right now, it's the options for the brush tool. If I go and like change it to another tool, which is move tool right now, you see the option bar is changing. And the other thing to remember, when you hover over your mouse to different tools on toolbar, you can see, if you hold your mouse, you will see it like the name for that specific tool pops up. It also gives you a quick information about the tool, what it does, and also the short key for that tool. So you see like a small triangle on the right bottom of some tools. It means that tool specifically has other tools underneath it. So in order to have access to those, you need to right click. If I right click, you will see I have the move tool and artboard in the subcategory of the move tool. Or for example, if I go and choose the brush, if I right click, I will see there are 4 tools available under that category. Also, have in your mind that like some of the panels are hidden behind other panels. For example, now you see I see the property, but also if I click on the adjustment panel, it brings it up for me.